I got selected to represent Kenya to talk about sexual reproductive health and rights, SRHR.
Do you think PMS is real? Is it true? Ama juu tuna kila ngweti tunajifanya?
It definitely is. That's premenstrual symptoms. It definitely is.
And I hope so you guys out there, you're able to educate your neighbor, your niece, your daughter, your sisters.
Neighbors,
yeah, you're able to educate them a thing or two about periods so that they are knowledgeable. Okay, so let us come back. So before to end to more about you telling us about your initiative you're going through Africa, I would like to hear your thoughts on period pain.
One thing I know is extreme period pain is not normal. Yes. It's definitely not normal. See, there's a moderate kind of pain where you'll be told that, yes, this one. But there's just a point where it's just not normal. The point where you can't walk, feel nauseous, it's like your life just stops for a few days. That's definitely not normal. Yeah.
Ebom tuambie hapo kwa comment section. Do you experience period pain? And do you think, is it normal? Alafu for the boys, the guys in general, mwachange kutuingilia because most of them wanadhaningi tunajifanya, of which there are some girls who don't experience period pains.
Yeah.
I
know. Actually, you have periods for 2 days. You have periods for 2 days.
Period pain is very painful. Backaches.
Yeah.
Mona tumbo. Yeah.
I remember for the first time when I experienced period pains, nililala sick pain. Sikukuwa ninajua period pains, my friend. Guy, I had never felt such pain. I cried. Nimeenda sick pay. I missed classes. And then kuna mwalimu alikuja na kauliza Chebi ako wapi, akaambiwa ako na cramps, ameenda sick pay. Niliambiwa nitoke sick pay nirudi class. Yeah.
Of which I think it's a valid reason for a woman to skip work because an experienced period pains. Because utashinda umeketi.
We are advocating for that.
Alafu you see the conversation, yeah? It should be a leave. It should be leave.
Manake kwa nini?
Nafaa kuelewa because okay, kama haja experience haizielewa lakini itabidi tu ameelewa. Of which I love the fact that most men wanna step up because kuna hizi stories za care package.
Yeah.
Getting the girlfriends, the wives care packages. Mbaye mademo you care package.
Please.
They deserve it. You don't know what they're going.
Yeah. And also remember, getting extreme pain is not always just, you just think it's cramps. Sometimes you just need to get checked because there are other causes as to why you may get that. You might have PCOS, you might have endometriosis. There's so many things.
Yeah.
And those are like deadly things. Like you actually need to be on the lookout for that.
And there is no cure. Plus, I got to learn something. When it comes to endometriosis, it comes about, I don't know, correct me guys up in the comment section. And kama you are a professional, able to ambie, like it comes when your estrogen imeongezeka. Yeah, when your estrogen levels are high, and maybe you had a mild endometriosis, so inaongezeka, unaenda up kwa stage 3, stage 4 endometriosis. Yeah.
Of which we lost one girl because of endometriosis.
Yes.
Jambi.
Yeah.
Of which after our story at Jambi, ndio more girls
people started being aware.
People were suffering in silence, of which personally, as a girl, I'm ashamed to say, sikuwa najua.
After maybe I got a hang of it through the internet.
Yeah. Same.
Not
It was
so
totally
long.
intentional.
And then this brings me to my next question. Kenneth, do you think PMS is real? Is it true? Ama juu tunaekelewa eti tunajifanya?
It definitely is. That's premenstrual symptoms. It definitely is. It is just a way of your body alerting you that you need to be prepared before I ambush you. So yes, it's definitely
Yeah, like for example, hata time ya ovulation kuna kwanga na kauchungu fulani.
yeah. Like I feel like we have two times of the month. It's just not one time of the month. It's what two. It's 2 times of the month.
The ovulation you still have
The same.
let me not say pain because not everyone yake ni pain. It could be much worse.
Yeah.
Of which PMS goes to the extent of dim kulia because of no reason.
Become
Very emotional.
Yeah, emotional.
Unajipata unalia and you don't know why you're crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how serious it is.
I think we just need to embrace, and that's for the guys. Embrace.
So getting back to you, Kayanet. By the way, she goes by No Girl Left Behind.
Yes.
Equality in periods.
Yeah.
So what are some of the challenges that you face when you're out there with the girls, when you're trying to advocate, when you're trying to look for funds? What are some of the challenges?
Definitely is of course the funding, yes. And also sometimes people not actually believing in you and what you're doing. That's something else. See, not everyone will trust you for what you're doing and like what you're trying to fight for.
Yeah.
And sometimes you might be having such a good idea, but it's good to you, but maybe others don't see the same thing.
They just push it off.
Yes. So some challenges are like mostly getting access to the funding. It's always the funding because you might want to do so much, but there's limited access to the funding. So I think that's my most major challenge. Yeah.
Okay. Na hapo hivi underfundings or something. Does the church play a role in support, even just emotionally or financially?
With what I've done so far, no. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've heard about Skynet's challenge, ni funding, of which I think tunaweza ungana tusaidiane. You can go through her socials, kuna namba yake, you can contribute.
Yes.
No matter how much it is, it can help.
It goes a very long way.
Yes. Na namba tutawekea namba hapo chini.
Yeah.
So, umefika Benin. Tell us how you got there.
Okay. Where do I begin? Okay, so I've attended several conferences. Several. With the exposure I maybe get from one conference, I get now connected to another. But this specific one for Benin, I just talked about my story and like applied now for the opportunity. Then I got selected to represent Kenya to talk about sexual reproductive health and rights, SRHR. That's the
reproductive
health and right.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So it was global youth dialogue that was being held in Cotonou, Benin. Yes, so I got to represent Kenya and the youth. I mean, major, yeah.
Thank you.
And yes. So I did a few talks there. And yeah, so basically what we were coming up with at that very moment was coming up with a declaration of like what the youth want. So there were like several segments. Like you see now the boy child will come with their topic and then now the girls and all of that. It was a broad discussion, I may say that. that was leading up to the Summit of the Future that was being held in the United Nations headquarters. So that's what we were coming up with, the declaration for that and what we want. Yes, so we were like maybe the first branch to now the stakeholders and like the leaders to actually sit down and see what we've actually come up with. So yeah, it was mainly that.
Okay, and were there other Kenyans there?
Yeah, but we were very few. I think we were like probably 4. Yeah. Probably 4. Yeah, so we're very small. You see, it was not every country didn't have. I think the countries that maybe had a lot was the Middle East. Those are the countries that really had a huge representation compared to the African countries. Yeah.
Okay. Nah, the one in Mali.
No, there's one in. Okay, the major conference I've gone to was the one in Benin. That was the most major one. And then now most of the other major ones were in Kenya.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, go check out her socials. Amesema her most challenging thing is funding. Yeah. And apart from funding, nini ingine yenye unaona maybe you need support to help like more?
First of all, for the people who are interested in actually being there physically, you're very much welcome because see, it's not always about social media. You can also be there and see what actually happens. And that really does go a long way. Yeah, and also for the ones who have similar projects to mine, I'm open to collaborations and actually partnering because this is not a one-man job. We need all of us to be in this to actually get to our goals. Yeah.
Okay, you've mentioned about people can join you physically. Uko located wapi?
So at the moment, I'm doing my project in Ongatarongai in a school called Olekasasi Primary School. Yes, it's a public school. So that's where I'm currently doing my project. But of course, I'm aiming to expand and like go to other counties as well.
So guys, you're welcome to join. If maybe you would like to know the dates, just contact her pale Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, DM. What about the number enye tuteka hapo chini? Can they maybe WhatsApp or?
Yes, they can WhatsApp.
You can WhatsApp and help.
I can also, once you WhatsApp me, I can add you to a group where I share about all the things I do. Now this is a more personalized one compared to the Instagram and all of that. You'll be more on tabs with this other one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So far, like how many schools have you visited?
So far I've visited about 4 schools since I began. Yeah.
What do you think people should do out here to end period poverty? Just simple things that people can do to change perspective ya watu.
Sorry, what do we?
What people can do. Vitu tu kidogo kidogo zenye watu wanaweza fanya. And yet to change perspective. Yeah, the community.
And yet to change perspective.
About period poverty.
Allow me to read this. So, for me, not hiding period products, that is one, and speak openly about menstruation as the way we are doing it right here, so that no one feels ashamed. Even the young girls, they are able, like, okay, it's an open topic, mtu asifeel embarrassed. Alafu, using the correct anatomical terms like, no, I'm on periods, I'm using a pad, I'm using a tampon, not natumia mkate.
Yeah.
That used to be a term. I don't know if it's still there.
Yeah. I think you mentioned what I was going to mention. But yeah, just mainly embracing this because it's with us. It's with us. And whether we like it or not, it's with us. So embracing it. Yeah, those are things.
Personally, the stigma.
Mm.
Because stigma ikaisha, everything else will be normal. I think menstruation should be experienced privately, in secrecy. Si must tuambie wase. But edi mtu akames or something, it's not a laughing matter or it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Watu wachukulie it's a normal thing. Ndio to avoid hizo cases za suicides.
Yeah. And I hope so you guys out there, you're able to educate your neighbor, your niece, your daughter, your sisters.
Neighbors,
You're able to educate them a thing or two about periods so that they are knowledgeable in case of anything. Alafu, to wrap it up, for more information, follow Kayanet Chelagat on Instagram, Kayanet Chelagat on Instagram, Kayanet Chelagat on Facebook, and Kayanet Chelagat on TikTok.
Yeah.
And she has her Gmail, tutawekea hapo chini, plus her number for contribution. Yeah. And if you guys, you would like us to bring a specialist to talk about the PMS, PCOS, endometriosis, mtuambie, we will do a due diligence and we'll get a professional who will help us understand more about the menstrual health.
Yeah.
I have been your host, Chebi. We have Kayanet.
Yep.
And I forgot to say she also loves makeup.
I do. Yes.
Yeah, and our lovely host, Jackie. This has been SP Entertainment. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you come back here for another episode. Make this your home for entertainment. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below so that we also have a conversation, and put that notification bell on. Thank you.